Welcome back to the official GeekSpeak podcast. This is episode 42, and happy holidays. I'm your host, Sean, and joined as always is my co-host, Josh Scrooge McHuman Rudy Rudolph. This is the podcast where we watch movies, make movies, play games, and more. What else can you ask for?
What else can one ask for indeed? World peace? Nachos? There's a couple things.
Scrooge McHuman, because why is he Scrooge McDuck? He's a duck. You're a human.
Because Scrooge McDuck is the definitive Scrooge, as everyone knows, although there is Michael Caine's in Muppet Christmas Carol.
I've seen the movie one time.
Because I think I had seen some of it when I was a kid, and then I actually, last year, because I was just watching a bunch of versions of Christmas Carol, I was like, I'll watch this one. I'm like, this might be the best one I've seen, because then right after I watched, the R-rated, FX one with Guy Pearce, it was insanely dark and depressing. It wasn't bad, but not my ideal version.
What's funny to me is that Scrooge was the bad guy in the story for not giving one family a day off for Christmas. When in our real world, and he changed his mind. In our real world, imagine that. Imagine every CEO be considered the bad guy for having people not work on Christmas. They are the bad guys, but we don't treat them as much like that. They don't want to listen.
Yeah.
Very tragic. Most episodes in the show, we go through a different Disney Channel original movie, or DCOM, DCOM for short. And we will see how in a short period of time, the biggest media company on Earth caters towards solely children with a large sample size, and we'll see quality changes, etc. And we'll be back with that next episode for Motocrossed.
Indeed.
Motocrossing. Pretty crazy. We both watched Wonka. That was fun.
We did. I was pleasantly surprised, but also not surprised, because I have faith in the director of Paddington, and no one else seemed to. And I'm just like, just let the man cook. He's got this, and he did indeed got this.
It was delightful.
I loved it.
Also, Wonka's a drug dealer. The movie is about indentured servitude and Catholic guilt and the how capitalism is wrong, but look, we have good capitalists.
There's a way to be a good capitalist,
which is an odd thing to say.
It's an odd thing, but the movie kind of makes a point that you can have the best intentions, but in this world you have to make money to be able to do the thing you want, and he's still doing it insanely cheap. But yeah,
I'm offering things at a reasonable price. Okay, that's the movie. It's sweet. It's overall very sweet, though.
I loved it.
We have a lot of news from December.
Yes, things have happened.
So if you're new to the podcast, we go through generally a DCOM, not today, news, and then our main topic, and then once again, we're not doing this last one, but super weird stories. Because we're, again, still playing catch-up a little bit.
Yes.
We got December.
We're also in person for the first time in a year.
That's crazy. I moved to California. I'm back for my friend's mom's service, and this episode is actually dedicated her to Amy Kane, and I wish the whole family well. He is also a loyal listener to the podcast, so I appreciate that as well. So I'm in town for that, and now, because Josh lives about 3 hours from my hometown, we just met up and are recording.
Yep.
News time.
News indeed.
December 1st, we found out that Peter Griffin will be in Fortnite. With a buff look.
I understand the buff look, but also it's just I feel like he would have been in the game a long time ago. Also, I don't play Fortnite, so I don't really care.
I just keeping up with what's going on in Fortnite. I don't play it either.
It's just randomly, it's just this famous character that would never be in a game like this is in this game. I'm it's better than what Call of Duty is doing, where they have Snoop Dogg, The Boys, and Nicki Minaj.
And I love how mad Anthony Starr gets about being asked about being in Call of Duty. It's I'm in the fucking Mortal Kombat game. Go play that.
No, he's not.
Other way around.
Yeah, it's the other way around.
Yeah, he's getting asked all the time about are you voicing Homelander in Mortal Kombat? No. Go play the Call of Duty game. I'm in that one.
I want to know why he didn't voice him in Mortal Kombat.
He wasn't asked.
That's so weird.
It's very bizarre.
It's he's gotten famous because of The Boys, but I can't imagine his pay is more than J.K. Simmons was.
Yeah, it's bizarre. But Peter Griffin in Fortnite, sure.
Okay. I'll take it.
Yay or nay?
I'll give it a yay. It's not gonna get me to play the game at all.
That's how dare you, first off.
I know, I'm the worst.
Last of Us Season 2 begins filming this February. Josh, you want to go work in the film?
If anyone that is a loyal listener up in Canada that needs crew, I will drop everything and I will run away to Canada to work on it. So yeah, hit me up.
How badly do you want to work in this show?
It is my dream to work on it, and I just need to figure out how to get up there. I mean, I know how. I can, run, I can jog, I can jump. I can roller skate, even though I can't roller skate. Exactly. See, there are methods to getting up there.
To Canada.
It's just a matter of money and actually getting to work on it.
So I'm giving that a yay. I'm excited to start starting up again.
I'm giving it a yay.
We also got the nominations.
We
We got the nominations of the Golden Globes.
I mean, yeah, that's kind of how I would describe it.
The Golden Globes?
The Golden Globes, as we'll now refer to it, has always been such a just fascinating award show for a multitude of reasons. The history of the award show and like a lot of recent stuff, it's just bad. But their nominations are also just always fascinating as to what they'll nominate. Sometimes it's very obvious, and sometimes it's wild.
The Last of Us gets a nomination for Best TV Drama.
I'm fine with that.
So does Succession, Morning Show, The Diplomat, The Crown, and 1923. Best TV show, musical or comedy, Abbott Elementary, Barry the Bear.
You see, there's a part of me that like doesn't
Ted
understand.
Lasso.
Yeah, that's good. But like the Bear, like it has funny moments, but it's so dark and depressing. Like the Christmas episode from this season is one of the most depressing things I've watched, but it's so good. It's not a comedy, but I think they do it because of like, like you just have
a musical.
Yes, but like you have like Succession and Better Call Saul and The Last of Us, like just of this last year. So like it makes sense why they're going for that, because if they didn't, then they wouldn't win anything.
Did anything else like really stick out to you overall? Like out of all the nominations that you saw,
There was like some acting nominations where I was
Jason
just
Segel's
like,
nominated.
who?
Jason Segel for Shrinking.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Motion picture for Best Picture, like drama, we have like Maestro, Oppenheimer, Past Lives, Anatomy of a Fall, Killers of the Flower Moon, and Zone of Interest. And for musical or comedy, Barbie, The Holdovers, May December, Poor Things, American Fiction, Air. Give me the Wonka. Put it in there.
Like Joaquin Phoenix got nominated for Best Comedy for Beau is Afraid. That's a very movie.
It's a very movie. I haven't seen it yet. You know I'd love it.
It's a thing. That's all I'll say.
Kaylee Spaney for Priscilla.
I still hate how they like. Yes, very good. I still hate how they just like Best Supporting Actor, and that's just like one thing, and yet they'll still separate like the leads.
Right.
It's just like, why not separate the supporting actors as well? Like I get like they're doing a lot because of they're doing both TV and movies, but still.
Golden Globes, pick a lane. Are these nominees overall yay or nay from what you see?
I would say a good chunk of them are yay. It's like where the TV stuff comes in that like always kind of gets me, because it's just like strange. Like we have like 3 Succession actors for best performance in a drama, and then I think like most of the supporting ones are like either Succession or The Last of Us for supporting actress.
Although What Was I Made For, I'm Just Ken, and Peaches all have Best Original Song nominations.
No, that's the thing that pisses me off. The animated films. It's just like we get Wish and Mario for best animated film over like Nimona and what was the other one that came out that was good?
It's been many. There's Ninja Turtles.
That's what it was.
There's also like on this list that have been nominated, we have like Across Spider-Verse, Boy and the Heron, Elemental. Like it's fine.
If Boy and the Heron wins for like animated film, I won't be mad because it's very good. But I still want Spider-Verse is still like my pick just because that's who I am. But
Marito,
Robert Pattinson.
I am your mother.
That's not what he says.
I know. There's a clip of that though on TikTok all over.
I am your mother.
Uh-huh. Oh god, I give this overall yay. Sure.
I'll give it a yay. Golden Globes themselves can go suck it, but wait, not Globes, Globs. Gotta remember that.
Stranger Things news. We got 2 pieces here.
Oh boy.
First thing is that the final season of Stranger Things is like season 1 on steroids, apparently.
Don't they say this like every year now?
They say that everyone's back together in Hawkins, the boys and 11 interacting more in line with how it was in season 1. Which, to be fair, we haven't really gotten that.
Yeah, we'll get like snippets of it like at the end of each season, except for the last season.
Having them all be actually together again and the whole season, I like that.
Yeah.
So I give that part a yay. There's also there's Ross Duffer confirms the final season of Stranger Things begins filming in January. Also with a cast list posted with one name redacted. It's gonna be Eddie.
It's gonna be Eddie.
It's gonna be
he out of all supporting like characters that they've killed off. Spoiler alert. It's everyone's seen it though.
Have you seen the list of names?
Yeah, I've seen it. I still see Will Byers on there, which doesn't surprise me.
Well, yeah,
because like,
do you see how low it was?
Yeah, because like we've talked about it, and it's just like if if like they're gonna keep the character because they're not gonna rewrite the entire season, it would probably be a recast. Again, if Netflix is smart, which given their track record they probably won't be, so that'll be fascinating.
Remember, he's their center this season.
Yes.
I give Stranger Things news overall yay. I think I'm interested to see what's going to happen still.
I just wanted it to end. I don't want a bunch of spin-offs like they keep saying they might do. I don't like that.
I'm in. There's right now a stage musical.
You see, that's different though. That's in a completely different medium.
It's a prequel called The First Shadow.
I have a prequel book about like Hopper in his days as like a detective in New York that I've owned for years and I've never read.
What's the appeal? He has a dead daughter. Ooh, I'm sorry.
Your daughter's dead. Ooh.
Everybody's got dead people. Get over it. Thank you, Rocket Raccoon. We got the Fallout trailer.
Neat. I've played like a small snippet of Fallout 4, but I like the vibes of it. It from what I know of Fallout, it gets the vibes of it.
It seems like a kind of a combination of a bunch of Fallout things. That's fine. It's an original story taking the best parts of different things.
You get what's his face.
We get ghouls.
Yes, you get a ghoul cowboy played by what's his face.
I love what's his face.
What's the name?
Ghoul cowboy. Some people call me a ghoul cowboy.
I know who you all know who it is. He's the guy from The Thing that was good in The Thing.
Yay or nay the trailer?
I'll give it a yay.
GTA 6 trailer.
I'll give it a yay.
We got Bonnie and Clyde.
It's that look. I think the premise.
A big map.
Huh?
It's a big map.
Yes, the map is very big. I'm not a big like Grand Theft Auto person. I've played 5, not played any of the other ones, and I think the idea of this of like two people romantically involved being doing criminal things in Florida, sure.
Baby Driver style. Also, that movie is more and more.
It keeps getting worse.
Who's left? John Hamm, hopefully.
John Hamm, Isaac Gonzalez, and Lily James.
Cool. We'll see.
God, I hope none of them.
Me too. Baldur's Gate 3 won Game of the Year. I'm supposed to get you wrong. Which is fair. Yeah, and I think it's a good pick. It's incredible.
My personal pick is still Alan Wake 2. That one just blew me away on so many levels. But Baldur's Gate, yeah, I'm down.
We got the trailer for I.S.S, the new movie with
that looks cool.
The sci-fi looks awesome.
I love the premise of it.
Yay.
Yeah.
I have no thoughts. I'm just excited.
Yeah, I'm glad Ariana DeBose keeps getting good stuff.
And speaking of trailers that have science fiction-y elements, not fiction-y, we got the If trailer with John Krasinski directing with Ryan Reynolds.
I'm down for this.
It's Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends.
Yeah, it's just, but like I love seeing film Twitter get so mad at this. I'm just like, you understand this is a children's movie, right?
But going from A Quiet Place 2 to this, wild career move.
It's different. I want to see him do more than just horror stuff, and I like the premise of this, which it very much emulates like a lot of Foster's Home stuff.
I don't like the aesthetic of the trailer so far, but yes, I agree otherwise.
I'm glad that he's like understanding of like imaginary friends, make them all look weird and different, and like all this kind of stuff. But yeah, I like it. Speaking
of video games as well from earlier, games exist. We got
they do
and trailers. Halo Season 2.
I haven't. I own the first season. I've seen the first.
You own it? Like on physical disc?
I got it for like $13. And I've had Paramount Plus since the service came out, and I haven't watched it.
If you go back and listen to old episodes, Josh was defending this series as an idea originally.
I was?
Yes. Like, this looked pretty cool. Let's give it a chance and stuff.
No, yeah, because I saw the trailer. I was just like, this seems neat. And now I'm just like...
Haven't seen it.
Haven't seen it.
I thought you watched the first season.
I've started it.
Cool. Kung Fu Panda 4 news. We got a trailer first off, which is really fun.
Yep.
I like Violet Davis as the chameleon.
Yep.
Also, Tenacious D is going to be making a song, the band that Jack Black has, for the end credits.
Their version of Kung Fu fighting is still the definitive version of it to me.
No words can be said to that.
That is the correct words to be said to that. I don't know what's your deal.
What's you?
What is you?
One thing I think that's interesting about this is that chameleons in real life, they don't actually change their colors to reflect their environment. It's basically a mood ring for their skin. It just vibes. Their colors have nothing to do with the environment. It's just like, I'm just gonna change.
Cool. The only thing I don't like in the trailer is like how they don't show the Furious Five. The directors confirm they are gonna be in it, but it just seems weird with like each subsequent sequel they keep getting further away from them, and
they're being rebranded to the Fabulous Five now. They're going to be a team of gay icons.
I'm down. That's different. I'm down for it. I also love people getting so mad that like Awkwafina's in it. I'm just like,
She's fine.
She's fine. Like, I get like, you know, some of the stuff is just like not the best, but again, I'll still defend her from The Farewell. That's an amazing.
I love her in Shang-Chi.
Yeah, she's good in what she's in.
I haven't seen her in a ton of stuff. Like I think people find her a little annoying because I know a lot of people have called her out for like appropriating different cultures or whatever, and way she like her mannerisms and stuff. I'm like, but I have no definitive proof of any of that. I'm just watching a performance. From what I see, she's fine.
Yeah, I think it's like the same with like a lot of like comedic actors of just like having the same kind of like character in a sense,
right?
And that's what she's been doing for a bit. But again, watch The Farewell, people, please. She's so good in that.
Speaking of movies,
that's movies.
Most of our podcast is movies. I know.
Oh, I've not been paying attention.
Donald Glover is in a new movie.
Why do you say Donald?
I said Donald. Donald Glover is in Mr. and Mrs. Smith remake, where he's not in love as much with his partner as it seems. Cool.
At first, like from the marketing, it like they look like they don't want to be near each other. Then you watch the trailer, it's just like, okay, that's what the plot is. It's just like they're getting assigned to work together. They don't know each other, and you know, then the love blossoms from there.
Kung Fu Panda trailer, yay or nay?
Oh yeah.
Okay, cool. Me too. I haven't seen 3 though. I should watch it at some point.
That's good. I haven't seen it since I saw it in theaters, but I remember liking it. 2's still the best.
But Mr. and Mrs. Smith looks very fun.
Yes.
I haven't seen the first one. I'll watch that beforehand.
I haven't seen it. I've only seen the Simpsons parody of it in Treehouse of Horror.
The whole DCEU is on Netflix, and also the DCEU ends this week.
This is such a sad thing.
Nay, it's all on Netflix. That's kind of sucky. You have Max. Let it be on there.
It's just a big nay overall. Like, it's like that tweet I saw yesterday of like that person saying like you can point all of like the downfall of it to Batman vs Superman and everything that happened with that. Like, I'm willing to bet if Warner Brothers released that and Suicide Squad as it was, we would not be in the sinking ship today. Now, of course, who knows? We could be wrong. Could still be singing, but like, it's just crazy.
If we had an extra half hour of footage for BVS, it might have been received very differently.
That makes the story make sense.
It might have been received very differently. And I'm wondering, I mean, maybe add a few more scenes of Martha build up beforehand.
I think yeah, like the biggest problems of it was like, you know, a lot of the stuff that makes the story make sense was missing.
Yeah. Which
was, you know, led to everything, and then Suicide Squad just being like, we're gonna make a movie.
I'm gonna hurt you really, really bad.
I hate it.
I give this news just an A. I want the DCU should also not be on Netflix. It feels weird to me. And now apparently Snyder said he's open to doing the DCEU continuing if it's on Netflix.
I just want it to stop.
Uncharted 2 script is written according to Mark Wahlberg already. So, I mean, he's not a writer. Don't worry.
I'm a defender of the first movie. I like it. As a lover of the game series, I actually like the movie.
As a non-player of the games, I thought it was fun. And not much else, but I had fun.
Hey, as long as Mark Wahlberg keeps his mustache, then we're good.
Give him the gray hair.
That too.
What do you think about Monopolies? The real-life Monopolies?
They're bad.
Well, we might be getting one soon. Again. Yeah. Paramount and WB are considering a merger. And if that happens, Cartoon Network and Nickelodeon will be under the same roof.
I hate it. I hate everything about it. How can Warner Brothers even buy Paramount? They
Aren't
just
you
said
broke?
they're like, yeah, they just said like we're close to bankruptcy. I'm just like, and your big smart business move is like, let's buy one of the biggest studios in the world because that makes sense.
That's probably the actual thought process of like we can use this on other assets to make more money.
Yeah, but then as also, if I was the head of Paramount and I saw the studio that has become infamous for just deleting stuff, never to see the light of day again, yeah, I would steer clear of them.
The studio for killing DC in a lot of people's minds.
Killing DC, literally, like, Warner Brothers has now been associated with nothing but bad things. Like, the PR for it is a nightmare. The brand itself is terrible now. Like,
they also helped tank Harry Potter even more than it already was.
There's so many things they have done wrong, and yet somehow he's still in charge.
But want to talk more about WB?
Sure.
Monsters.
They are spooky.
No, ones that are big and dinosaur-like and small and furrier.
Huh?
Godzilla and Kong.
Oh.
We got
still spooky.
The new Empire trailer came out. And that's WB, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I was right. So the new trailer came out for that. Not Godzilla -1. This is the Godzilla King of Monsters, Kong's Skull Island, Godzilla versus Kong. Now this is the next one.
Yes. I'm curious if the Monarch show will tie into it, but that takes place like after, like not too long after the first Godzilla, so probably not. Or maybe, who knows? I still need to watch it.
The trailer looks fun. I like seeing the silly little run.
I like Godzilla has an Infinity Gauntlet. I don't know what that is. Look, I'm not expecting a major like piece of art from this. I'm expecting more big monkey and big lizard punch things.
I liked him looking like Barbenheimer with the giant pink flames and stuff. It was great.
It's so funny like to say though, I don't expect anything from a Godzilla movie like story wise, and then I see -1 and it has like such an incredible story and characters to it.
Yay.
Yay.
A24 and Dwayne Johnson. So Josh is gonna defend this news.
Oh, I'm gonna defend the hell out of this news.
The Rock is working on a new film with A24 to show his serious acting chops. Pretty much. What do you think?
Good. This man is like finally like realizing like, oh, my thing that I've been doing for years isn't working anymore. Okay, I'm gonna show people I can actually act again. I'm like, good. I've been saying this ever since Pain and Gain.
If we get a Dwayne Johnson Oscar nomination at some point, I would be astounded.
I'm down for that. Like, again, like he's before like, you know, his run of just I'm gonna be the same character forever. He was doing different things than like actually trying to be an actor.
I want to see him shrink. Hold on. He is too massive of a man.
Oh, okay.
Like, I want to see his like. I can't believe him in almost any character he plays because he looks too big. Mm-hmm. He's too steroided out. Like, give him a normal human physique, not like scrawny, but like smaller.
But the thing is that like Arnold Schwarzenegger though like was also the same, but like was always believable in the roles that he took on though. Like he made it work like to his advantage.
Maybe it's the bald head. He looks like a thumb. He's just too wide. Not even as an insult. Like it's just I don't believe like, as a human being he's not real.
Yeah, but I think though you get to that big of a body mass, like you do your best to maintain it for as long as possible, because like you like shrink down, it's very hard to get that back. At least I'm assuming.
We know because we're both big, bulky, ripped guys.
Yes, the most rippest of rip.
And I'm not saying he's not real as an insult. Like he just looks like an unattainable body type for most people to look at. And like for instance, Jungle Cruise, you're not a human being.
You do not get to that body mass in the 1930s.
Before then.
That was before then?
No, because he was a conquistador.
Oh.
His character.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So he was definitely more ancient time from where we saw.
Yeah.
And he did not look like he could ever have existed. I get it's fiction, and that's fine.
I like in Black Adam, they like CGI his face into like a normal person's body.
So...
Then once he becomes Black Adam, he just like gets insanely ripped, which I mean is standard for like Shazam characters. But I just think that's funny.
Nic Cage,
what a man, what a god,
what a guy who's done choices.
Are they the best? Who's to say?
He's made a lot of choices. He lived out now the plot of what's the movie you just did with Pedro?
Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent.
There's the scene where he watched Paddington and his life was changed. He watched TV finally. His life was changed. Nicolas Cage didn't watch TV until his son made him watch Breaking Bad. He found the series to be magnificent and now wants to act in TV shows instead. And now Nic Cage, on that note later, is saying he might have 3 or 4 movies left before he leaves to try TV instead. He said, "I feel I've pretty much said what I've had to say about with cinema. And I'd like to leave on a high note and say adios."
I like that him like TV was a completely like foreign concept.
That reminds me of like his character in Unbearable Weight. It's like, you know, it's below me. You know, we have to look at the greats. We have to look at Nosferatu and Dr. Caligari and like, okay, yay.
I'll give it. Look, I will give
Nic Cage in a new sitcom.
I would love to see him in like a reboot of Seinfeld of just like Nicolas Cage just showing up.
Nic Cage in the new After Last Airbender show. Because people say he looks like Toss Dad.
Oh yeah, I guess. Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah, he's not. He's too white.
But yeah,
that'd be the funniest casting they could do for that show. If his first role on TV is doing that, amazing. Spectacular Spider-Man is leaving Disney Plus. Watchmen is leaving HBO Max.
Well, no, that's been fixed.
Was leaving HBO Max.
Yes.
Sorry, I'm gonna keep calling it HBO Max. Buy physical media.
Yes.
Don't rely on streaming services. I own Spectacular Spider-Man on disc because I love the show. And I know it's not going to be on Disney Plus forever. And it's gone. Josh, what are your thoughts on physical media?
Physical media is the most important thing, especially right now, because HBO Max and Warner Brothers is the worst. Buy it, because if you don't, they will stop doing it, and then we will have to solely rely on streaming, which is a goddamn awful thing.
HBO keeps going, oopsie, it's gone.
Oh, we're sorry. It was an accident. No, it was. That's
Oh, you noticed? Sorry.
How do you take out a show completely? Be like, oh, technical error. I don't think that's how technical errors work.
Take out a show completely that you also created.
Dumbasses.
Hugh Grant,
the man, the myth, the legend.
He has a quote about Wonka. He's had many quotes about Wonka, but he hated playing the Oompa Loompa in Wonka. Said, I couldn't have hated the whole thing more. He states it was because the mocap was like a crown of thorns, very uncomfortable. He also said later on that he's not sure how much was him at this point, because my animators seem to have changed what his body movements were and stuff. But also, I believe you could have forgotten what you did on set.
I also love, like, you look up, like, past quotes from, like, a lot of things he's worked on, and he'll always
he hates everything he does.
It's so funny.
I don't also know how serious he is about what he's saying also. He has very dry humor.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like a crown of thorns. Are you just saying it was a little slightly uncomfy? Like, I mean,
I feel like he would have known, like, you get asked to play an Oompa Loompa, and, like, he's like a decently, like, normal height kind of person. He'd be like, okay, so they're gonna do something to make me look small.
Why don't you just, like, use makeup like they did before? Also, why didn't they do like the Lord of the Rings route? Make him smaller that. Like, there's a lot of ways they could have done besides having him full mocap. But
I think though, because like Oompa Loompas are like in the book like 1 to 2 feet tall, like that'd be a bit hard to do Lord of the Rings style.
That fine little orange man has been following me.
I loved him as Willy Wonka.
I'm making chocolate, of course. I give this news a yay, nay, a neutrally nay. I'm sad he was uncomfortable. There we go.
I'll give it a yay because it gives us more fun Hugh Grant quotes.
He's quite a man. And if his time on set really was like horrendous, that's not good, and that should be fixed. Like, that should actually be a problem that is solved. But I just don't know how much he's being serious because he's very jokey. And who knows? Pixar news. You've played Pixar. What? You've watched Pixar?
I played a Monsters, Inc. pinball game on my home computer when I was 3.
Well, they're bringing back Soul, Luca, and Turning Red to theaters in 2024 because their runs didn't ever happen, really.
I hate Disney so much.
This idea makes sense.
It makes sense. I'm glad I get to see them in theaters, but also, like, one of them should have gone to theaters. Like, Turning Red should have been in theaters. That was March 2022. Like, I don't get this. But whatever, sure.
Yay for going to theaters.
Yay.
Zelda. That's the guy in the green. Wes Ball says, if you don't know, if you didn't listen to the last episode, he is the director of the new Zelda live-action movie, and he says the new live-action Zelda movie he's making, he wants it to be like a live-action Miyazaki movie, which, cool. He's making me more on board every time I hear something. The writers are making me some more tentative still, but I'm on board still by his direction.
Yeah.
I'm sad it's not me, but whatever. I've finally been playing Tears of the Kingdom, and it's fun. Oh, yay or nay on Zelda? Miyazaki style.
I'll give it a yay.
Zelda, that's not Zelda. Blade. Mahershala Ali says he is really encouraged with the direction that Blade is going. I think we'll be back at it relatively soon.
I don't think we're ever getting this.
That is a nothing quote. I think we'll be back at it relatively soon.
At this point, I will be very surprised if Blade doesn't end up getting canceled.
It's tragic.
Yeah.
After 2016 Oscars, he called Kevin on the phone and said, I want to be Blade. And then, since then, it's been quite a few years and nothing has happened. They were making headway, and then it stopped, and they're changing directions again. So, I don't know. I think it might be one of the first movies after their pivot with everything. Start changing things up still, and we'll get to that soon, because some things have changed even more.
Yep.
So, Blade game news. We're getting a Blade game.
Cool.
Were you going to kill some vampires, Josh?
Yeah, it sounds like fun.
Bethesda's making it.
Neat. I'll take it.
I like Blade. I like Blade as a character a lot, so sure, yay. We need more superhero games. I don't like the style of the game. Give me more like comic book style in a game, because it's been like all hyper realistic games now.
There's a very cool Hellboy game that's in the style of like whatever the most recent comic run is. Okay. It looks very cool.
Nice. Just says Naughty. What is this? Oh, there's a movie called Naughty. So Olivia Wilde is set to direct a movie called Naughty with Margot Robbie set to produce. The film follows a woman whose only hope of securing custody of her son from her ex is to find Santa Claus to get him to testify in her divorce hearing.
Okay.
Sure. It's an interesting pick for people working this too. Yay.
Sure.
What a funny concept. Is it a comedy? I hope so. No, make it a hard drama.
Hard drama, like Jason Sudeikis is in it also, just to add to the uncomfortableness of the whole thing.
Why is Santa testifying? We'll find out. Is he the witness of something happening, of a murder? Who knows?
Maybe.
Was Santa Claus naughty? We never know. Sean Gunn. Made people mad. Well, James Gunn made people mad with Sean Gunn recently. Sean Gunn was cast as Maxwell Lord in James Gunn's DCEU, and people are saying that you can't play multiple parts. They did this to other people. He's playing Weasel, technically, as in he was just a guy on set they would need to fill in a part. And Calendar Man, a one-liner, just because it'd be funny.
Yeah.
Okay? They have also reused MCU actors before. They've used
Many
Gemma
times.
Chan. They've reused
Alfred Woodard. She was in Civil War, and then she was the main villain in Luke Cage.
They've reused that person I'm thinking of. The principal for Homecoming was also his grandfather character was in Captain America in World War II. They have done that now quite a few times with actors, and I don't think this is a bad thing. Although it's no Pedro Pascal, it's good, but it could be better.
It's gonna be a very different character.
Yes, a better character.
There's things I will still defend about Wonder Woman 84. There's a lot of things now I won't defend about it, but Pedro is always something I will defend, unless, something comes out, and if anything does, I will be very sad. As we've said before, we will defend people until we find out that they are terrible, then we will not defend people.
I give this a yay, sure. I think Max Lord is a cool character. I know Jay Baruchel almost played him in the 2000s.
That would have been fucking wild.
Well, Maxwell Lord was going to be the villain of Justice League Mortal.
What?
Oh, I can do a whole episode about talking about that movie.
I know of things about it. I didn't know that Maxwell Lord was going to be the
script
villain
is public.
Fascinating.
That'd be a fun superhero story episode.
That would be.
Okay, so we got MCU is shifting probably because I wrote Kang Jail, but I'll be more specific and say this is actually a more serious issue than that. So I'm going to say Jonathan Majors has been found guilty on the case of simple assault, and so he will be potentially going to jail for a year.
It's either jail for a year or probation for a year, but either way, he got found guilty,
and then he was fired from the MCU effective immediately, which is the right choice.
Yes,
and we wouldn't normally be talking about like an actor getting a sentence, but again, it affects what we talk about. That's why, and it's going to keep affecting what we talk about probably for years. So this is tragic, and I wish the best for the family of the victim, and I hope that he gets I hope he gets what he needs to become a better human being.
Yeah.
I am someone who is very much for reformment instead of punishment for prison systems, as a lot of other countries do besides America. So I hope that people can become better people and he serves his time. I have some people say, though, after he's done with his time, bring him back. I'm like, no.
Not at all.
People are like RDJ was in prison once. Like that's
a
very
different thing.
Very different thing. But I give this news a nay. It's sad, and I'm glad he was found guilty because it was very clear evidence, and I'm glad that we are moving forward in a new direction.
Yep.
Maybe Doctor Doom, maybe a recast. Maybe
something else.
Who knows? But that's not the important part about this.
Nope. Unlike some podcasts are just like, who's going to be the next Kang?
I don't care.
You're taking the wrong thing from this, bud.
I'm only bringing it up because I know in the future, we say, if we bring up Kang in the future, keep in mind it's just because this is being changing.
Yeah.
We have Avatar, The Last Airbender news, Netflix news. So, this is a good thing right here, this part, I think. It's a complicatedly good thing, I think. According to the showrunners, some events are a strict one-to-one adaptation, I'm guessing the first 3 episodes.
Probably.
Honestly. While others are remixed to make sense for a serialized drama. Yes. I think people got mad at the word drama. I'm like, I mean, yes, and the show's going to have comedy still.
Yeah.
But it's going to the show as a whole, if you watch it, it kind of is a drama in the way it follows the story.
Yeah, like season 2, like towards the end, like gets a lot more serious than season 3. Like most of it's pretty serious.
Like they have jokes because they're kids the whole time, so they're going to keep cracking jokes at mostly the tragic stuff happening around them.
It's a very standard thing for a trilogy to do, where like the first one is like the more like fun or goofy, however you want. Then by the end, it's like just like, oh, everything is sad and I want to cry.
Also, with 8 episodes, they had to remix things around. You're going to have things out of order. You're going to have maybe Jet earlier on than some things. You might have the Northern Air Temple be the second thing. It could be whatever.
Yeah.
So makes sense. It's fine. I'm still nervous, but I think it's smart to be nervous. We got a picture. Have you seen the picture?
I've seen many pictures of things. What's the picture? Hey, those are people.
This is the first picture that made me like Aang's costume really a lot. He looks a lot more natural and he's not posing and stuff. Mm-hmm. It looks a lot less. It's in an environment.
Yeah, I like all their costumes.
It's our first really good look at Sokka's costume, even though it's from the side.
Mm-hmm.
You can see he's wearing the same like bone choker necklace. We get to see for the first time ever Katara's necklace.
I wonder if they're gonna wear like multiple costumes.
Also, his boomerang's right here. I'm a big fan of the boomerang. Yeah, I think they're gonna have multiple costumes, but not for a lot of it because they're traveling.
Yeah,
Aang has no other outfits. His outfits are dead. Also, he's a monk and he wouldn't change. He wouldn't have different like uniforms. They'd be the same outfit. Probably. Yeah. But Sokka and Katara, I think it's gonna mostly just be coat variants.
I feel like that, like, as they travel, like, when they're not, in cold environments, they should wear something different, at least.
This is their not cold environment outfit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like in book 2 though, they do like go short sleeves, so they're probably gonna ditch the undershirts.
True.
Again, they didn't leave it a lot in the original show, and I think they originally have big coats over top. I think that's gonna be the biggest difference, and then just take those off.
Yeah.
But cool. Also, it's cartoon logic. Let them wear what they're gonna wear.
True.
Other thing about Avatar, the showrunner did not watch the Shyamalan film ever, and he is refusing to watch it, saying he does not want those images in his head when he's writing this and working on this.
All right.
I'm fine with that information. That's probably for the best. I'm fine with that. That's cool. We also got pictures today of Danny Pudi as the Mechanist and Arden Show as June, I think her name is.
I think so.
Yes, Arden Show is June. I was right. And they both look great. Yay or nay?
Yeah.
Yeah, and all the Avatar news?
Yep.
Okay, Josh, that is our news today. What are you going to do to me? What are you going to do to me?
No, I'm just looking to see.
I know, you're giving me more news. I don't want to talk about more news. We'll pick it up next time.
I'm just quickly looking. There's a Ken EP.
Yeah, I don't care. I listened to it today. Adding some Jingle Bells River was stupid.
I think it's really funny.
And then at the end of it, he's like, "Merry Christmas, Barbie."
I think it's funny because
if this is canon to the movie, is he not over her now? Is he back on her?
he's Ken.
He will never get over Barbie.
No.
Yeah, it's EP whatever. It was fun. It had Jingle Bells, whatever.
I like it more so just for the joke of it all.
It doesn't make sense out of the context of the movie to me. With adding the Christmas vibes, doesn't work, but it's fun. So Josh, the rest of this episode is a tier list.
Oh boy, you told me that we're doing a tier list, but you didn't tell me what of. How terrified should I be?
You know the Santa Claus, the Tim Allen movie?
Yes.
So I've taken characters from every movie of 2023 that we've both seen.
Uh-huh.
I put them all in this tier list. There's like 60 plus characters in this list.
What does this have to do with the Santa Claus?
Yeah, I'm getting there. We are ranking them not on how good they are as a character. We're ranking them on how good they be at taking pushing the Santa off a roof and taking the place of the new Santa. How good they be in if we had Tim Allen Santa Claus was on their roof and he fell off the roof or pushed him or whatever. How good that character be at taking on that role? How could they mentally adjust to it? How could they become it? How are they a good caregiver? Could they care about kids, etc.? Would they be a good replacement Santa Claus while still being themselves?
Perfect.
I think it's a really funny idea for an episode, and I am so sorry. There are slight spoilers for many movies in 2023. I call it Santa to be. A lot of characters. Let's start. We have S tier, A tier, B tier, C tier, D tier, and I wanted to add an F tier, but this thing didn't allow it. We'll call F the worst D.
Okay.
So we're gonna start with Margot Robbie Barbie.
I'd say by the end.
But could she push him off a roof?
Ooh. You see, I feel like it would be an accident. It would be not only an accident, but then she would spiral even more so than she did in the movie. So she just wouldn't be able to ever mentally recover from it. I think for that, I would probably say I would say a C. It could go either way.
If she could get past that point.
If she can get past the point, then I would say she would be good. But that's why I'm putting her in C, because it's that mental hurdle that she would have to go through.
I think she loves kids too much. I'll give her a B. And she's a literal toy.
Yeah.
So as Santa Claus, she actually is a toy.
Yeah, I guess I'll go for B then. It's the mental hurdle.
So our first one, we have Barbie for B. B for Barbie. So there we go. And then we have Ryan Gosling Ken.
All right, first thing, would Ken be a murderer?
I think yes.
I think he would be a murderer, but he wouldn't realize that he killed someone.
I think totally that he would be a bad Santa Claus. He would do it all for Barbie.
He would just Mojo Dojo Casa House all of Santa's stuff.
He would add horses to everything.
He would get rid of reindeer and replace them with horses.
He would replace them with horses.
And he wouldn't understand why they're not flying.
C.
Yeah.
I'm moving Ken to C. Barbie would be a better Santa Claus than Ken. He would get too distracted.
Greta, if you ever want to make a Ken movie, make it a Ken Christmas movie about him being Santa. There you go.
Okay.
We'll write it for you.
Let's jump around a bit. Let's go with Cocaine Bear. Cocaine Bear would do the off the roof thing really well.
Yeah, Cocaine Bear would do the murder part really well. I just don't think that she would be able to,
put on the suit.
Effectively do the duties of
She'd
Santa.
Eat the reindeer.
Probably. And she cannot function without cocaine because it's a debilitating addiction.
I'm going to go with sadly. Cocaine Bear's a D on this one.
Sadly.
Not B for Bear, unfortunately.
You saw Cocaine Bear?
I did see Cocaine Bear.
Yeah. I mean,
we've discussed this.
Oh, I remember nothing.
I'm gonna go with Bowser from the Mario movie. Honestly, he wouldn't be bad. He already has his own thing to fly around with.
True.
He already has a whole army of. He could use them as elves.
But then the question more so it becomes not about the murder because we know he would do that. It becomes about what would he give to the kids? Does he actually care about the children? What does that have to do with anything?
No, he'd give them peaches.
The song?
No, literal peaches.
The food or
yes, or he would dedicate Christmas to Peach.
Probably. But also his logic of I want to marry you, so I'm going to take over your kingdom to show I love you. I think he wouldn't understand Christmas. It'd be a worse version of Jack Skellington because at least Jack Skellington got the idea of Christmas.
I went into this thinking that most people would be like an A tier. I'm like, oh wait, they're all pretty bad at being Santa. I feel like
I would give Bowser.
Is he better than Barbie at being Santa?
No.
Better than Ken?
He would get the idea better than Ken. I'll give it a B below Barbie.
A lower B?
Ken's like the standard of idiocy of not understanding what's happening.
Okay, let's go with Nick Fury. How good would he be at taking them? He would take it so seriously. He would organize everything. The elves would be in line.
He would take it. Yeah, I think he would take it very seriously. I think he would do. I think he'd get even an A tier. He could be our first A tier. I think the only thing that would stop him is
if the kids.
I think the only thing would be like if any world-ending thing is happening, then that would take his mind off of it.
Could a kid sit on his lap and not get cursed at or shot? Yeah,
I think Fury because we haven't.
Kamala was nice.
Yes, but she was more a teenager. We're talking like small children here.
I'm picking the kindergarten from Leo now. I haven't added Leo to this list. Mentally, Leo. Where is that? Have you seen it?
No.
That's why it's on the list. I'm going to give Leo an A tier.
I'll give Fury an A tier.
Fury?
Plus, like, he can... There's probably a helicarrier or two still lying around that he can use.
Fury is an A tier. Oh, boy. Let's go with Kang Boy from Quantumania.
Kang Boy? He would get too full of himself.
Also, this has nothing to do with Jonathan Majors. We're talking about the character only.
I think he would get too full of himself. He'd be like, I'm the greatest Santa that there has ever been, and would forget to do the job.
I think he can't get out of the quantum realm.
He'll do Christmas in the quantum realm.
Well, he can't push him off a roof then.
Damn, you're right.
Automatic F tier. He can't get to the roof.
I think he would kill Santa, and then he'd be like, no, I want to get rid of all the holidays, and that will be
I'm still stuck on he can't get to a roof. He can't get out of the quantum realm. We saw where he was stuck.
And then, like, if Ant-Man shows up, he'll get defeated pretty quickly. So, D.
D tier? Kang, I'm sorry, you're D. Below or above Cocaine Bear?
Above.
Okay.
Because he has thumbs.
Are you glad I picked this episode topic?
Yes.
Okay, let's go with Deadeye from Joyride. I think Deadeye would be great. Deadeye would be loving.
Would Deadeye kill Santa though?
Santa would fall, and then I think in this scenario, Deadeye would just happen to would take it seriously and become Santa.
Deadeye would take it seriously. I don't know if Deadeye would do it super successfusly though.
She has Bernard or Sean. What's his name? Not Sean Spicer. Sam Breslin. What is his name? Spencer Breslin.
I would love to see Sean Spicer as the next Bernard.
Spencer Breslin. She has him and Bernard.
I think it would be a very charming one. A tier?
I think, yeah, sure. Will we have an S tier in this list? We'll find out. So let's go with, okay, so Asteroid City was stacked of characters.
Yeah.
I picked one.
Augie?
Yeah. So Augie, I'm going to give a solid A or B, maybe B.
I feel like that he would like get too focused on like the idea of the whole thing and would try to lecture too many kids about it.
I think he gets stressed.
You think he'd get stressed?
A little bit.
I would say B.
He'd take pictures of presents.
Yes.
And it makes him look nice. That's it. B tier?
Yeah.
I have no opinion on this actually for Augie as much, so I'm going to give him B. Yeah, sure.
I like we were able to distinguish which characters would be murderers and which ones wouldn't be murderers.
Augie, would he be a better Santa than Bowser and Barbie?
I think he'd be better than Bowser.
So let's go with Nebula from Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 specifically. She would care about the kids. Yeah, we have seen that.
By the end, she would take it very seriously. There would definitely still be times of...
She'd get frustrated at Santa Claus.
Yes. She would get frustrated at Bernard.
Sean Spicer instead of Spencer Breslin.
I feel like she and Bernard would get along well, though.
I think that she would. Would she need to get Mrs. Claus? We've not thought about the Mrs. Claus.
Yeah, we don't. Yeah, like if. Yeah, that's something the movies never address. Is just like, what if it's a woman that does it?
Is it a patriarchy? Ken would love it. Ken, tie her up. Moving Ken to S tier. No, I think Nebula would overall do really well. She would get mad at Santa for falling off a roof, like, what the fuck, get up, and then Rosie dissolves.
And she's like, oh.
I don't think that she'd kill Santa Claus or push him off a roof. She might accidentally kill him by blasting the roof and trying to help him get down, blast the roof, and Rosie, he's the human and can't fall that far.
Or are we gonna go in the Marvel Universe logic of this is like, the all
No, this is a Tim Allen Santa Claus.
So wait, are they all murdering Tim Allen?
Yes.
Yes.
Josh is all for pro murdering Tim Allen here. I think Nebula might be an A tier.
I think she would do really well.
I think she'd do better than Nick Fury.
I think she can get her anger like under control. It's gotten a lot better.
So far, A tier is Nebula, Nick Fury, and Deadeye.
What a stacked lineup.
I'm gonna go. Let's go with Renfield next. Renfield would not want to kill Santa Claus.
He wouldn't want to kill Santa, and I think he would get too stressed out at the whole thing.
Renfield would quit.
He probably would.
He doesn't want that life.
He doesn't want to hurt people, but I don't think that the job is too stressful for him.
He would get a Mrs. Claus. That might be a help.
He would, but I think though he would be stuck in therapy too much.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna give what's his face. I'm gonna give Renfield FD because I don't think he would be able to. He would quit.
Yeah.
Okay. Here's one you'll like. The Sewer Boys from Dick the Musical.
I'm going to give D. I don't think they have thumbs. I don't think they understand what Christmas is either.
But imagine them in the sleigh giving out toys.
I feel like they would just jump out of the sleigh and like see children and try to eat.
Okay. Hugh Grant-A-Loompa. We have the Oompa Loompa Hugh Grant. He is elf-sized.
He is elf-sized. I don't think he would care enough to do it. Well, no, he did come back and save Wonka, so he does have a good heart.
That was for chocolate. There is candy at the North Pole.
And chocolate chip cookies.
And a lot of chocolate in general. He might like that part of the gig and take it just for that. He could kill Santa.
He could kill Santa. I think he would forget to give the presents.
Also, if you've not seen Tim Allen's The Santa Claus, you're probably very confused about the murdering part of this.
It's very natural in that universe. There's no like in that universe. There's never been anything that has said that like be a new Santa like you have to get murdered. So like as far as we know, to get a new Santa, you just have to die.
So we're gonna go with Hugh Grant as what? I might go with B.
I'd say B.
I think he would not be the perfect Santa Claus.
No.
I think he would not be the worst Santa Claus. Maybe a C.
He can get in the chimneys a lot easier.
He doesn't need magic for chimneys. So far, Ken's only C. C for Ken. We'll get some more C's in. Let's get our first S tier. I think I can get our first S tier right now, and that's Inceginus from Hunger Games.
Oh yeah, so Janus would be
he wouldn't kill. He'd try to help Santa, and then Santa would fall. He'd take on the suit and just be great.
He'd kill it.
I'm giving him the S tier.
Yeah.
You've read the book.
Mm-hmm.
You know the Santa book.
Sure.
Would you like the Hunger Games book? Pretty cool. Good book.
Yeah.
Cool. William Afton from Five Nights at Freddy's. Spoilers for Five Nights at Freddy's.
The killing part he get down real easily.
Would he purposefully murder Santa?
Would purposefully. I think though his intentions would be god awful though. I do not think he would be doing Christmas for the right reason. Would he be like the evil
Santa in Santa Claus 2? He does. That's animatronic.
He could be. Maybe he is. This is how it all ties together.
He does like toys in a way. He likes animatronics. He does kill kids.
Yeah, that's the thing that takes him down a notch. The one that you need
for Santa Claus is to like kids, I think.
I think that's kind of the big quote. It's like you have to at least be able to tolerate children
and not kidnap them.
Not kidnap and kill them.
Might be a D then just for that.
I would probably say it's a D. He's got thumbs, which Cocaine Bear doesn't have, but the murdering part still isn't great.
Why are we questioning if he could do well in the first place? It's William Afton. Okay, so in our D tier, we'll do some rearranging soon later. We'll just put it all in the right tier first. Father Kent from Haunted Mansion.
Oh,
Owen Wilson. I think a solid B or A.
I would say, I think a solid B.
I think in this case, Santa fell.
Yeah. I don't think Owen Wilson could be a murderer.
Actor or the character?
Yes.
Okay. I think that he would be okay at this role. He's good at lying.
Yep.
and I think he could lie to kids if he needed to.
Yep.
Does he like kids? He was nice to the Ben.
Yeah.
I don't know. Let's go with B.
Yeah.
Prince Eric from Little Mermaid. That version. He likes to sing, and there's a lot of singing around the holidays.
He likes to sing. He would probably use a ship rather than a sleigh, so it would probably take a bit longer.
Well, does they have Christmas magic that can make it fly still?
That's true.
Could we have a flying boat instead of a sleigh? Would he get rid of the reindeer?
No, he likes animals.
Okay. I feel like the elves would scare him. I don't know why. I can't explain it.
I think, though, he's probably used to
weird stuff.
He's probably used to weird shit by now.
He could get a Mrs. Claus pretty easily. He has a girl in mind, I think.
He does. You know what? I'm gonna give him an A.
You want to give Prince Eric an A? You think he'd be a good Santa?
I think he would be.
Okay. So let's go with Freddy from Shazam. Now keep in mind, in this movie, he doesn't have powers most of it.
So are we talking about depowered Freddy, or Freddy when he has powers also?
I don't know. I think it was Freddy the person, but we're not gonna let's go with Shazamless.
I think he would do his best to do it well. Again, the murdering part, though.
I think Freddy's kind. He doesn't like bullies.
Yeah.
I think he'd give all his bullies coal and be very biased.
Yeah.
I like Freddy. I think he'd probably be an A or B, but he also is known to get aggressive with his siblings, and especially with our main boy.
Yeah, but he loves his siblings.
What do you want to rank Freddy Freeman? Okay, if he had power, would it change anything?
It could probably help. I'd say A.
Okay.
And if he also has his powers, if kids like who he is as a superhero, he could be like, hey, yo, I'm giving you presents here and all that.
Okay, and then regular Shazam. Is it on here? Yeah, regular our boy Shazam.
I think I would probably say more so than Freddy, because he's also, had kind of a shit deal. I
think he likes kids a lot.
Yeah.
He would help. First movie, he actually gave a toy to a child. He was already playing the role of Santa Claus in the first movie.
Yep.
He had a tiger.
First movie, best Christmas movie.
It also is a Christmas. That's true. We didn't even take that into account.
His suit is already red.
He'd add a lightning bolt to Santa's suit, make it match.
Should we put him as S?
S for Shazam.
Because he also doesn't need a sleigh, because he can also fly.
But he would use it.
He would use it.
He'd be nice.
He would love it.
He'd love it. Although he did die.
He came back to life
from Wonder Woman BS magic stuff.
Look, I'm used to shit like that.
Okay, sure. S. We got Oliver Quick from Saltburn. Bottom tier. What do you mean? Is this a discussion?
Wait,
The main character?
I was thinking Jacob's character. I don't know why I was thinking that. Yeah, no, murder. He would get the murder down real well. Also, spoilers. Kind of.
That's a spoiler.
You don't know who.
Oliver Quick is a D tier. Last tier, possible.
Yeah.
Worse than Cocaine Bear.
He's got thumbs, though.
Because Cocaine Bear is just hungry and crazy. Oliver is sinister.
But he's got thumbs, though.
I guess also spoilers, but Saltburn's been out for a bit.
That's a wild
If you've not seen it, you probably don't want to see it at this point.
By the time that it's out, it's on Amazon. It's wild, to say the least.
Troy Rubinsky from Theater Camp. He's the one who's the son of the one who founded the camp. He's the one who's on his phone vlogging and stuff and brings the influencers.
Ken tier. Regardless, he will have better intentions, but he will be probably just as effective as Ken would be.
He would get distracted.
He would get this. He's got.
What up, y'all? Christmas Eve. I'm here on the sleigh.
Just TikToking the whole time and just forgetting to deliver presents.
Let's go with Ember from Elemental. She'd burn the presents. She'd be good at the coal.
She would love to deliver fire presents to fire children.
Yeah, but this isn't her world.
That's true.
I feel like it kind of has to be merged with her world because she can't exist outside of that, I guess. So Tim Allen exists in her world. On her roof, he fell off. And then we have Ember. So we have Ember, the fire girl. I think she'd do okay.
As a person, she would do okay, but the problem is she is made of fire.
You being racist right now?
I'm not. I'm saying practically. Most things aren't fireproof.
Well, he does go down chimneys and in fireplaces.
This is true. So she does have a leg up.
I guess on that part. I think she actually will be with Ken as well in C tier. I don't think she would be as dumb as Ken.
No.
But equally as effective.
Yeah. If she's with Wade, though, then it would be better. But also, Wade would make the presents.
Wade now. Who's next?
You see, but Wade would make the presents soaked.
What if he delivers things in he could just make new kind of wrapping? The elves make the toys and they deliver it to him in coolers. So he just grabs those and then just carries those away.
True. But then you had the issue of fireplaces. They might have fires going on. He could die very quickly.
He would put out the fire, and then the last drop would reform again with love and sadness. Every time he goes into extremity, he starts crying himself back to life.
He's just yelling to the children, "Hey, make me cry so Santa can come back."
Could he push Santa off a roof? No. He makes Santa accidentally slip and fall because he's wet.
Yes, but then he would also cry and what he would be about as emotionally effective as Barbie would be.
You're putting him in B tier?
There's a lot of things against him.
But he's kind.
He's very kind. I'm not saying that he's not. But again, we're also talking about effectiveness, though.
Could he be Santa?
He could be, but I would say he'd probably be a B.
Okay, with Barbie, Augie, Bowser, Hugh Grant-Lupa, and Father Kent, we're adding Wade. This is my favorite tier list I've ever made. Speaking of Scream 7, last episode, let's go with Sam Carpenter, the one who could definitely kill Santa, but wouldn't.
Yeah.
I think she loves kids.
Yeah.
I would give Sam an S tier.
Yeah.
I think she would. She doesn't want to. She's too She has to deliver. That's a lot of houses to go to. I feel like that might be a lot of triggering stuff because there are people who hate her. I don't know.
True.
I think she liked the isolation of being in the North Pole for most of the year.
I feel like though she would be able to power through it though because of like the kids.
And also she'd be again alone, just chilling with people and with no problems of Ghostface. Ghostface can't get to the North Pole.
That's true. And even if he could, she now has Santa powers.
I'm putting Sam in S tier.
Yeah.
Now, how about her sister Tara?
Probably the same.
That's Jenna Ortega. You think Jenna Ortega's in S tier?
Probably.
She's not old enough.
We've had children.
We had bears.
We have a bear on this list.
Okay, but I don't know if she is as good as Sam would be. Sam's also protective.
True.
Tara can be a bit selfish is the wrong word, but a bit more independent in ways, and wants to be on her own and do her own thing and stuff. I don't know that it would be quite as good as an S tier Santa. She can be with Nebula, Nick Fury, Deadeye, Prince Eric, and Freddy Shazam.
Yeah, she's probably an A.
The dad and dicks. We got our boy Timon himself, Nathan Lane.
He'd be in Ken tier because he'd be too concerned about his sewer boys. Or he would bring his sewer boys with him, and that would just make things worse.
You can sing in the North Pole.
Yes, but also he can get distracted very easily.
If the sewer boys are his pets, the sewer boys escaped on their own. At the end of the movie, they're on their own. And he let them go.
But he would also want to go back to them and to deliver them presents and stuff. And who knows? He could get eaten by them.
I'm now picturing him stopping the sleigh at a sewer grate and just hopping in.
You're saying he wouldn't?
I'm saying he would. I don't think he'd be a good Santa. I don't know if he'd be a great Santa. I don't know where he'd be.
I'm putting him in Ken tier. I think that
could he handle the watching Santa Claus die in front of him?
Probably not. He'd start singing a song about it, and then would profess his love to Santa, and Santa would be very confused as he's lying there dying.
Okay, where do you want to put him?
I think Ken tier.
Is C tier now just Ken tier?
For now.
Let's go with Wonka himself. S.
Yeah.
There's not a question in that one, I don't think. This version of Wonka specifically.
This version specifically.
This version likes kids enough.
If it's Johnny,
for now.
Yes. If it's Johnny Depp's Ken tier, if it's Wilder's
F. Bottom.
You think bottom?
He murders children.
That's yeah. We never
pleasantly.
Probably. There's no probably about it. I think it's a definite.
I think. Okay, so now we're gonna do the TMNT as a whole, the four of them as a group, as a unit, because they are one unit.
That'd be so chaotic.
I think together, A.
Yeah.
Individually, all F.
They can't function alone.
We saw what happened to Leo in the 2007 movie. He was a sad boy in the woods. A. TMNT or A. Now Splinter, from that version of Splinter, I don't know what he was. I don't think Splinter can function at all in that movie.
No, not really.
He likes his TV dinners.
He's been underground too long. That's his biggest drawback.
He would be isolated in the North Pole again without humans.
But he would also have elves.
He'd make the weird mutant girl who'd be Mrs. Claus.
That's true.
Or a guy. I don't know what that was. I don't know where we rank Splinter. This one who is probably our laziest Splinter.
I think I would put him in C tier. I think
get with Ken, you rat.
Jeez.
He's a rat. I'm not being mean.
I know. It's just very aggressive.
Okay, we have Mario. This version of Mario. Chris Pratt Mario.
Probably A.
I don't want Chris Pratt to be that high. I had nothing against Chris Pratt, but I'm making a joke. But I wish he did more voices, actual voices. Mario, I think this version. You say A, I don't know. What did he actually accomplish? He needed help the whole way. What did he do on his own? Then what did Tim Allen do on his own? Okay, A it is.
Tim Allen literally got arrested.
Let's go with Felix from Saltburn. He's nice, but that's it. Actually, is he nice, really? He's nicer surface level than Oliver was.
Yeah.
I don't think that family was a good people anyway. That's kind of part of it. It's like Eat the Rich movie.
Yeah. I think I probably would say B.
Not Ken?
No.
Not Ken?
No, because he can function as a person.
Felix can at least function?
Yes.
He'll get too drunk.
He can function, and he seems like a decent person.
Okay, Felix is in B. Why not? Rebecca Diane from Theater Camp. The main girl who made the songs and everything.
That's a great... Oh, man, that's a tough one.
She likes kids.
She loves kids.
She likes music and cheer.
Yeah.
She's very harsh, and she could really buy a kid as a prostitute. So, sorry, sex worker. So, that's a good movie quote. I don't know. C, B?
I'd probably say B. I think that she would get too focused on creating new Christmas songs.
We got Holga, Michelle Rodriguez from D&D. She likes a kid.
She does like a kid. She would fit into the fantasy weirdness of the world.
She
very
might
well.
mistake Santa at first for like a warlock or something, and then kill him, and then realize I now have to be Santa Claus, thinking it's a curse.
Probably.
Because Santa Claus is a curse in those movies.
Yeah. She would probably spend her time trying to figure out how to get rid of the curse than actually fulfilling her duties. Because that's, that's D&D logic.
Yeah, but would that also qualify to all other D&D characters? That same thing?
Probably, depending on the character.
Okay, then let's rule it out. If that's gonna be the same, let's rule it out. Then how would you do as a Santa Claus?
I think as a Santa, once she realizes, oh, I can't get rid of this and I have to accept it, I think she'd probably do well.
I'm gonna go with C.
You're going with C?
I think she's kind, but that's about it. She's kind of kind. She does like small people. She loved a halfling. They're elves. Would she marry an elf? She'd marry an elf. Although they look at kids, that's a little weird too.
Yeah, that's true.
I guess B. Get with Barbie. I think there's enough positives there. Princess Peach. She was effective.
Yeah, she gets shit done.
She would get shit. I'm gonna go with A.
Yeah.
No questions about it. Peach is a strong character in that movie. The only strong character in that movie. Cassie from Ant-Man. She wanted to help people.
Yeah.
She would invent new things for the sleigh and other inventions and stuff. I think she'd be on the technical side on that kind of team with like Spencer Breslin and stuff. I don't know. I don't know if she'd want to be Santa. I think she would just hate the idea of being it too much. But then again, it also rewrote Tim Allen's brain.
Yeah.
She also could shrink and grow.
Which can help with chimneys. I'll give it A.
Cassie's an A tier. Rocket Raccoon.
I think he would rather kill a child.
He would shoot Santa.
He sees someone on the roof, and just like, ooh, new target.
He would promote the reindeer, and then free them.
He'd free them,
and that's it.
Yeah, he would not give two shits about Christmas.
He'd steal from them.
Yep. D.
I love Rocket. That's not the question here. Jaime Reyes from The Wonderful World of Blue Beetle. He's got an effective. His clothes burn off.
Yeah.
Which is a weird choice for that movie.
So he could wear the coat outside because he would need to fly and stuff.
I think Jaime has a few drawbacks that remove him as overall, but he's really good.
He loves family.
He does, but he still have kids. His whole family are murderers, so they would have no problem killing Santa.
That's true.
Let's go with Ant-Man himself, the one who could defeat Kang.
He would I think he'd love it. He would rather. I think he would rather be Santa than he would be Ant-Man.
He'd visit his family every day too. He'd just keep visiting them.
Yeah.
S tier.
He wouldn't do the bullshit of just like, oh, I can't tell my family who I am. He'd be immediately like, I'm Santa, guys.
Percy from No Hard Feelings, the main guy.
He'd get too stressed.
He'd want to fuck someone. No, he actually is the most asexual person in that movie. He's the least horny person the whole movie is. I'm gonna go with C.
He would get too get too stressed and
he's
anxious.
Above Cocaine Bear and Bowser.
Yeah. Wait, Bowser's in B.
Is he? Oh wow. Okay. PJ from Bottoms. PJ is
Rachel Senn's character.
Yeah. Okay. Oh my god, I don't know that. Josie is Ayo right?
Yeah.
Okay. So PJ, I'm gonna give PJ a solid C tier with Ken. She's a little selfish.
I don't think she would like kids.
I don't think she'd like anything.
No.
Josie from Bottoms would be better than PJ.
I think she would be better, but I think she would get stressed about it.
I think she's still in C tier with PJ.
Probably.
It's higher than C. Also, very fun movie. Please watch Bottoms. Star-Lord. He'd love it.
Oh, he'd thrive on it.
He would love to be Santa Claus. Also, because he had parent issues.
Yeah.
So, and he didn't have a childhood.
Yep.
So yeah, I'm giving Star-Lord an S tier.
He would like upgrade like all of like Santa's stuff, make it cool, like give them new music that isn't Christmas music. He'd love it.
Magnifico from Wish. I think that's bottom tier, right?
D.
Yeah.
Nah, he would keep the toys for himself and then be like, I will give it to one child.
Would he murder someone? Yes.
Yes.
Would he murder Tim Allen specifically?
Yes.
What would prompt him to murder Tim Allen? Oh, sorry, Scott Calvin. We've been saying Tim Allen the whole time.
He would just be like, oh no, he's going to be a threat to my kingdom. I need to get rid of him.
He does. There are Christmas wishes.
That's true.
He might thrive on that. He wouldn't grant them.
No.
Asha from Wish.
Probably A.
A. All the Chocolate Cartel dudes as a unit. 3 guys.
D. They keep the toys for themselves.
They do like chocolate. Alfie, the kid from The Creator. Magic powers already.
Magic powers already, but I think she's too young though
To understand anything about Christmas.
Well, I mean, she can understand it, like competing power AI and stuff, but like she's still a child though.
Cassie was a child.
Cassie's a teenager.
Whatever. I'm gonna sure.
Probably B. I think the AI stuff gives her more of an advantage.
You think she's kind?
Yeah.
Speaking of kids, let's go with the kid Ben from Haunted Mansion. He was willing to kill himself at the end of the movie.
Yeah, I don't think he would do too great at it.
That's also a really dark thing in the movie. If you've not seen Haunted Mansion, that was a sad way to.
It's very just out there.
I'm going with D tier. It's not for him.
No.
Carol Danvers, A, not S.
You don't think S?
She's too much of a loner. Although she does love Earth a lot and love kids a lot, and
yeah,
she can fly like that anywhere.
Yeah, and I think that she can get places.
Would
very
she
quickly.
murder Tim Allen, or would he fall in this scenario?
I think he would fall, but she would try to save him.
Well, then I think there's a problem. Either way, I think if he starts falling and she's there, she does save him effectively, and also she won't kill him. I think she becomes Void. She can't become Santa. She's too effective as a superhero.
She's too effective.
Like he would not die in front of her.
Yeah.
I think I might have to go D just because she becomes null and void. That's impossible for him. He would become safe.
Carol Danvers is too good.
I'm moving her to D just because of that unfortunate scenario.
If she couldn't save him, she'd be an S.
That's fair. Mike Schmidt from FNAF. I don't think he's very good at being a parent even.
No.
I think he likes kids enough.
I think he's in the Ken category. He would try his best, but he would not do a good job.
Get over with C. Get in the C tier. Lucy Graybeard.
She loves kids.
She sings. She likes fun colors. She likes spreading cheer.
Probably S.
She's a nomad person who doesn't want to get tied down.
This is a different situation though.
Right, the curse impacts our brain. You're right. S tier. I forgot. There's that detail.
You're not wrong. It does affect their brains.
It changes their entire personality. Coriolanus Snow.
D.
You don't think he would do his name is Snow.
That doesn't matter.
He likes winter time.
He'd be like, how can I use this to my advantage?
D tier no matter what.
Yeah.
Even if it's Thought Boy Snow, like even like the young one from the movie who is like sexier than the old guy.
Yes.
Okay. Let's go with Noodle from Wonka. S. I know she was a kid, but she's more of an adult than Alfie was.
Yeah.
And she'd actually be a good person at this.
Yeah. I'd say S.
The animatronics in FNAF as a unit.
D. Not only are they're children, but they can't do much.
Audrey from Joyride. Let's go with that. So that's the main girl who was the corporate girl.
Probably A.
She's so no nonsense and so stress filled.
She would take the job seriously, but it could be to her own detriment, though.
I don't know if she wants to do it. I'll give her a C.
You say C?
I say C. You arguing this or no?
No, I think I could see that.
We got Lola from Joyride. That's her best friend, right?
Yeah.
Okay. There's Lola and Kat. And Kat's definitely too. So yes, Audrey's best friend Lola, the one who's chaotic and likes drawing weird penis stuff and fucks everyone.
That would probably be her biggest drawback.
I don't think she's appropriate for the elves.
Probably not, or for the children.
But also, she's really cool.
She's cool.
She's like the best character in that movie.
Yeah.
No, Deadeye's the best character in the movie. I'm gonna go with Lola. B.
You think B?
She's not a. Look at it. Okay, in B we also have Bowser. So like, is she?
Yeah, I guess.
You can go lower. Would she be more with Father Ken and Bowser and Wade, or more with Percy, Mike Schmidt, and Troy Robinski? Okay. I'm leaving her B then. Amos from Theater Camp. That's Ben Platt. He's not S. He is a little more selfish than some people in that movie.
I'd probably say C.
That's fair. Get with Ken. He has Theater Camp Ken energy. Kenergy. Okay. Gabby from Haunted Mansion. That's Rosario Dawson, the mom.
Probably A.
Yeah. No argument there. Just fine. Ariel from Little Mermaid. Well, she has fins.
Yeah, but then you have the ending where the fins don't matter anymore.
She has a kingdom.
She has a kingdom.
Well, Prince Eric we put in A. Yeah, Eric was an A. Would she be more effective than her husband?
Probably. Maybe.
We are 2 men in our 20s, adult men discussing Ariel and Eric as Santa Claus. For the record, I am 24 years old.
She probably saw Tim Allen fall off the roof, from the ocean, and she couldn't really do much about that.
There's no water; it's ice.
Or she probably
the North Pole is ice. I'm saying that she would not like the ice. There's no fishies.
Yeah, but then she would take the slave fly, anywhere she wants.
She can't escape all the time.
Look, man, what do you want from me?
Okay, you think Ariel is high then?
I'd say A.
Fine.
She would love working with the kids.
Kat from Joy. That's Stephanie Sue's actress character. The full-on exposing herself moment with the tattoo and everything. That's quite a movie. I think that she would do better than Lola.
Yeah.
She would not. She likes acting too much.
Yeah, she would invite like a reality show or something like that.
Like Troy Rubinsky. He'd be flogging the whole time. What up, North Pole? Same vibe.
Yeah, but she would probably understand how to do the job better than he would.
Are you saying B or C then?
Higher than Lola.
Whatever that is. Well, Lola's in B, as is, I think, Audrey. No, Audrey's in A. Where is Audrey? She not? Hold on. Did we put Audrey? Audrey's lower than Lola?
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Okay, you're right. I'm moving Lola down to C. I guess Kat's going in B?
Yeah.
Kat's a B tier. Edgin, from Chris Pine's character in D&D.
He would love working with
I think he might be even S.
You think S?
I think he'd be a fun Santa. Maybe it's just Chris Pine. Maybe. But I do believe that Edgin loves kids, loves helping people. We saw in the movie. He actually does help everyone. He got tired of his guild because they didn't help everyone enough.
He's good at breaking into places.
He can be a good chimney man. He'd have everything he needs is given to him at this point. He doesn't need to steal anymore.
Yeah, I'll go with this.
And he would kill Tim Allen. Sorry, Scott Calvin. Now Dora from D&D, she can shapeshift. She has wild shape. She is kind of cool. She wouldn't do the job.
You don't think she would?
I don't think she'd put on the suit. I don't think she'd do it at all. I think Chris Pine would put it on with no question.
She would do it too. Yeah, that's true. She would do the job, but she wouldn't do what would make her into Santa.
A.
Yeah.
Simon from D&D.
He would try his best.
B.
Yeah.
Kamala Khan. S. Not a question.
Not a question.
Yeah. Maria Rambeau. Lower than S.
I'd probably say A.
We're doing well. We're doing well at this part. No, get out of the S tier. Vanessa from FNAF, the cop girl who purposely endangered children's lives.
I'll give C.
Craig and Trevor from Dix, the sibling incest brothers. Spoilers, I guess, for Dix. What a turn.
Either C or D. I would say C. Their characters fit in line perfectly.
You trying to give them the Ken?
Yeah.
But also, would they give anyone gifts? Could they give gifts that are appropriate for kids? Could they make a toy?
But they're good. They're really good at business, though.
Who would put on the suit? Would they try and wear it together?
They probably would. D.
The mom and Dix. What are we gonna say about her?
D.
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 So the one who has a slightly higher chance is the father out of all of them.
Yeah.
We are almost out of these people. Maddie from No Hard Feelings, Jennifer Lawrence's character. She does not love kids. I would say.
Not the biggest fan of that.
She's also not the best person in the world.
But she would try.
She's kind.
I would say B.
Sure. I'll give the B. Joshua from The Creator. JDW, John David Washington.
See, it's not until the end when he really likes kids.
He likes kid.
That's true.
Singular.
He was going to have a kid of his own.
It's the same kid. Spoiler. We keep spoiling this a little bit. I don't know, man. Maybe A. I don't know. I don't think he would put on the suit. I don't think he'd be Santa Claus in the first place.
He would do it begrudgingly. He would be like, fine, I'll do it. It's part. I'll do good.
That's our list. Do we want to rearrange anything in the tiers they're currently in?
I don't think we need really. There's too much to rearrange.
Okay, I'll just say then what we have in D tier first. We got Rocket Raccoon, Kang. I'm sorry, I wrote Kang Boy, Coriolanus Snow, the animatronics from FNAF, the Chocolate Cartel Dudes, Cocaine Bear, Renfield, William Afton, Sewer Boys, Magnifico, Oliver Quick from Saltburn, Carol Danvers, Ben from Haunted Mansion, Craig and Trevor from Dix, and the Mom and Dix.
Carol is the only outlier of the group. She's
but for the wrong reason.
Yeah, she's too good.
She would not let Tim Allen die. She could have no chance. So from C tier, we got Josie from Bottoms. We got Ken, Percy from No Hard Feelings, Vanessa from FNAF, Mike Schmidt from FNAF, Amos from Theater Camp, Trey Rubinsky from Theater Camp, Ember from Elemental, Dad and the Dix, Splinter from TMNT, PJ from Bottoms, Audrey from Joyride, and Lila from Joyride. That's our C tier. Josh has dubbed the Ken tier. B for Barbie, Augie, Barbie, Simon, Bowser, Hugh Grantalumpa, Father Kent from Haunted Mansion, Maddie from No Hard Feelings, Wade from Elemental, Felix from Saltburn, Rebecca Diane from Theater Camp, Kat from Joyride, Holga, Alfie, and Doric are our B tier. Anyone feel in the wrong tier so far?
No, seems fine.
A is Nebula, Asha, Jaime Reyes, Nick Fury, Deadeye, Prince Eric, Freddie Shazam, Tara Carpenter, TMNT, all four of them as a unit, Mario, Peach, Cassie from Ant-Man, Maria Rambo, Gabby from Haunted Mansion, Joshua from The Creator, Ariel from Little Mermaid. Something there feels wrong. I don't know who it was. And then S tier, Sejanus, Kamala Khan, Shazam, Sam Carpenter, Wonka himself. I'm making chocolate, of course. Ant-Man, Star-Lord, Noodle from Wonka, Edgin, and then Lucy Gray. This was a weird episode. Who would do the Santa Claus from the Santa Claus role best? And honestly, I think out of this list, I think Wonka's the number one probably. Or Sejanus.
I say it's between Wonka and Shazam.
Okay. And our bottom tier, I probably the Cocaine Bear.
Probably, because Cocaine Bear does not have thumbs.
And I would argue Carol Danvers, from what I said earlier. She literally couldn't do it. She's too good at her job.
She would save him.
That is our episode today. There's a Discord in the description you all can join to help the show and join our community on there. There's also a Patreon you can join from there. Help support the show financially if you're willing to. Tom Welling to.
You pay us so we can learn how to talk.
I need lessons. And then also, you can email the show at podgeekspeak@gmail.com. Tweet at us with #GeekSpeakPod or @GeekSpeakPod on Twitter. Josh, where can people find you online?
I'm at the places. I'm at
Really?
Yeah. Twitter. I will refuse to say X. J_Rudy28. Instagram. J_Rudy16. Letterboxd. Nerd for Film 28. And YouTube at Josh Rudolph.
You can find me on TikTok. Yeah, you can find me on TikTok.com and Instagram at That Nerd in Theater or on Twitter at The Theater Nerd. And that's our show. It's been a really fun one, I think, actually.
Yeah.
One of my favorites.
Yep.
Would they kill Tim Allen?
I love our just pattern of logic.
And of course it changes per character, and it's fun.
Yeah.
Happy holidays, everyone. I know this is mostly Christmas themed, but also I don't celebrate any of their holidays around this time of year. If you celebrate Hanukkah or Kwanzaa or any other Yule-time holidays, let us know. Email us or join Discord and message us.
Yeah.
Also, we have some fun perks on Patreon, like getting episodes 2 days early. And we'll be getting more consistency. We'll be getting episodes out pretty much weekly going forward, and so you can get them a little earlier than everyone else would. That's pretty cool. You also can do things on there like a special rank in our Discord, and very soon we'll have even more perks, and you'll be able to vote on episode topics like this one.
Yep.
You'll be able to vote on who might be in a tier list. You'll be able to vote in all sorts of different things like that. So check that out down below, and have a wonderful, wonderful time. And happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
Get drunk on eggnog.
Sure.
Will you do that?
No.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.